There are a ton of different ways in order to flip your class, but my favorite tool for this is using the Khan Academy, especially if you are a math teacher like I am. Not only does Khan Academy provide excellent high-quality videos on specific topics, but now they've added a feature where you can actually be a coach. So what that looks like is here. I've had my students go in and they've created a Khan Academy login, and then they've added me as their coach. I can then get in and see, I can manage the students, I can see everyone who has listed me as their coach, and I can see the class statistics, which is really the most vital part of the whole piece. So for homework every night, I give them a link for a video I want them to watch, and then they have to do another link for targeted practice problems. So I'm scrolling down to the area that's going to show me what my students have done so far, but you can also see all these colors as I'm scrolling down are additional practice problems that somebody has done that I haven't even assigned. So they're obviously pretty interested in this anyway. This was one of our very first assignments, this on completing the square. So again, they watched their little video, and then they had to do the completing the square problems number 1. Now I can come in and I can click on this and I can see all of the data. Now this is interesting. It doesn't seem to work well with IE10, but it works just fine in Firefox, so maybe Microsoft will need to figure that out. At this point, though, it is color-coded. The red, this is really bad to have to do in IE, and I would definitely not recommend this. You need to be in Firefox. Okay, so here, if it is red, then that means they were struggling. So, for instance, these two students struggled with the assignment. I can actually click on a student, and it's bringing up all of the problems that she did. So she actually did 40 problems. Tells me how long she spent on each problem, and then red if it was incorrect, blue if it was correct. The little question mark is if they use a hint there. So, for example, I can click on now this red box, and it's taking me to the actual problem. So I can see this is exactly, this is probably the problem that she had trouble with. So this was 2 weeks ago that they did this exact assignment, so things might have changed a little bit. But let me get out and go back. So that's the red. It tells if they're struggling. The gray is unstarted, so these are the ones that never completed the assignments. These two, that's obviously me and some dummy accounts I was creating to test this out. The light blue here, normally it's listed right here under started if we're in Firefox, and they're considered started. They didn't ever reach what they call their proficient level. The proficient level is what I tell them that their homework is, and as they're working on the problems, so let me get into one student here. So here I'm looking at Turner. Here is what he sees. If I clicked, he wasn't proficient yet, but he was pretty close. His last 10, he got 90% correct. But over here on the left, this is Turner's account. It turns completely blue whenever they have received the proficient level. So again, this one's kind of funny because I think it's an IE10 kind of issue. So I can't wait for someone to help answer that for me. But anyway, this is just really exciting, and it's the kids really, really like it. I find it interesting that they really no longer want to sit in class and hear me, no matter how exciting I am about the material, they would rather just sit at home and watch a little video over it, do some practice problems, and then the next day in class, we move on to like the harder problems for that topic. So they just kind of get the little intro, super easy problems. No, I wouldn't say these are super easy, but kind of level 1 kind of problems here. And then the next day, whenever they come to class, we take it to the next level and make it a little bit more challenging where they can talk about it with one of their partners, or I'm available to answer their questions as well. So that is how we use Khan Academy in the class.